I decided to do my persuasive speech on recognizing same-sex marriage. Same-sex marriage is already a reality regardless of whether the government chooses to acknowledge it or not. Same-sex relationships have been going on since the beginning of time. Advancement in homosexuality has changed so much throughout the years. During the 1980s and the 1990s, most enacted laws decriminalized homosexual behavior and prohibited discrimination against lesbian and gay people in employment, housing, and services. Same-sex marriage should be recognized for the following reasons. The purpose of the Constitution is to protect human rights. Marriage is a basic human right and an individual choice. Same-sex marriage provides a more stable environment for children. Most human beings at some point in their lives desire to share their fortunes and misfortunes with a partner, desire to provide emotional stability and economic security for their loved ones, and desire to feel secure in the knowledge that they are protected by law. Gays and lesbians are no different from heterosexuals. Marriage is a unique and powerful way of expressing love among individuals. The purpose of getting married is the intentions of staying together. Same-sex marriage is now legal in 6 states, and tens of thousands of same-sex couples have already gotten married. Legal recognition should be equal with heterosexual marriage because separate but equal is never equal. The purpose of the Constitution is to protect human rights. Every active amendment in the U.S. Constitution was written to protect some Pacific or non-Pacific group of people. The Constitution takes power away from the government and gives it to the people. The purpose of the government is stated in the Declaration of Independence. The Democratic Party platform states, "We oppose the discriminatory federal and state constitutional amendments and other attempts to deny equal protection of the laws to committed same-sex couples who seek the same respect and responsibilities as other married couples. We support the full repeal of the so-called Defense of Marriage Act and the passage of the Respect for Marriage Act." The 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause and Equal Protection Clause state some rights that individuals possess. The second part of the 14th Amendment states that no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without the due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Federal protection for individual rights was expanded by the Supreme Court in the 1960s. Marriage is a basic human right and a personal choice. Same-sex couples want marriage rights because it is an individual choice and they are determined to stay together, otherwise they wouldn't be trying to get married. There should not be a law against same-sex marriage just because individuals don't understand homosexuals or because of the negative thoughts they possess. Homosexuals are no different from heterosexuals. Homosexuals are human too. If they got cut, would they not bleed? If they are human, then they should be able to possess the same treatment as heterosexuals, rights included. Marriage is of fundamental importance to all individuals, no matter the gender. Banning same-sex marriage is unconstitutional. Same-sex couples should not have to move to another state just to get married. Individuals have rights, and they make choices based on morals and values. Same-sex marriage should be a personal choice, and because that person may be of the same sex, they should not be denied. President Barack Obama is the first United States president to support full marriage equality while still in office. According to President Barack Obama, he thinks that same-sex couples should be able to get married. In 2011, President Obama announced that the Department of Justice would no longer defend Section 3 of the Defense of Marriage Act. Soon after, the White House announced that President Obama supports the Respect for Marriage Act. This act repealed the Defense of Marriage Act. This act also gives gay and lesbian couples the same federal rights as straight couples. The official Democratic platform states, "We support the right of all families to have equal respect, responsibilities, and protections under the law. We support marriage equality and support the movement to secure equal treatment under the law for same-sex couples." Same-sex rights in the United States have been a great work in progress over the years. Now is the time to expand marriage to include same-sex couples. Recent studies reveal that same-sex couples continue to rise, as well as the number of same-sex couples raising children. Legal recognition for same-sex marriage is vital to protect the emotional and economic well-being of these families. Studies show that homosexual families are no different from heterosexual families, and the children involved do not suffer. The 2000 census data showed that 33% of lesbian households and 22% of gay male households were raising children. Children thrive in an environment in which is stable and loving between caregivers. Children benefit in such an environment both in terms of having a model of a healthy, loving relationship in terms of adult reaching their full parenting capabilities supported by their partners. A good parent is a good parent no matter their sexual orientation. Recognizing same-sex marriage will ensure that children being raised in same-sex households will be treated like those being raised in conventional heterosexual households. Same-sex marriage is better for the economy. By recognizing same-sex marriage, it would benefit same-sex couples as well as children socially and psychologically. The approval of same-sex marriage will prove that society has grown to accept same-sex relations. Children raised by same-sex couples are no different than children being raised by heterosexual couples. Same-sex couples have been here since the beginning of time, and it is increasing by numbers. Homosexual couples are virtually in every county in the U.S. Same-sex marriage should not be prohibited. Being a homosexual does not make that individual less capable of having the right to marriage. Recognizing same-sex marriage, the Constitution serves its purpose to protect human rights. Same-sex couples' basic human rights and individual choice are not being violated, and same-sex marriage provides a more stable environment for children. Same-sex rights in the United States have been a great work in progress over the past years. Now is the time to expand marriage to include same-sex couples. Please help support same-sex marriage by signing the gay marriage petition.